And our first guest this week's joining me in studio, Mr. Himanshu Thakkar. He is a consultant with a company called 365consultant.com. Himanshu, good to see you again.
Good seeing you too.
It's been about a year or so since we last had you on the program. Why don't you tell our audience again what the company does?
Our company is basically a business developer. Our business lies on between India and US. That's the main focus. So we help companies from India as well as in US to go either way and start their business there. If they need any help, we are always there to help them out.
Now, I think a lot of people are unaware just how much business occurs between the United States and India. It's actually quite substantial, isn't it?
It is quite substantial and it's still growing, and you will see that at one point where China was, India is going to be there. So China will have a sliding down and India is going to go upward trend.
I remember reading somewhere that actually India stands over the next 5 to maybe 10 years to actually become the most populated country in the world. Is that still on track?
Yes, that is still on track.
Now, I know that your company is putting on a big conference in Orange County, California here pretty soon. Now, why don't you tell us about that?
This year we are going to be having a conference along with the USC Marshall School of Business and DHL together, where the topic is going to be supply chain management. USC Marshall School of Business has a program where they do a lot of supply chain management, and DHL obviously being the logistic company, we all thought that India being a country where people are still not knowing what the supply chain management looks like and how to deal with it. So we thought of educating people through this program where anyone and everyone can come and see what we can offer them and what they can do. So if they make any errors, this is a place where they need to rectify and also get educated towards it.
So you're going to have quite a few dignitaries, both in education and business, that will be appearing at this conference, speaking at this conference. Who are some of the more well-known people within their respective industries?
Right now, we are talking about aerospace, we are talking about IT, we are talking about consumer goods, and renewable energy, of course, that's also on the plate. We have dignitaries from the USC Marshall School of Business who will come down and also speak at the event. We'll also have the chairman of DHL, if I'm not mistaken, to come down and speak at the event. Plus, we have some dignitaries coming from India to give us the basic, I would say, the real picture as to what is the difficulty that an American would face in India and what they face as a difficulty towards America. So it's a good combination.
Well, you segued right into my next question, because I know if someone, let's say an American company is considering doing business in India, there's a lot of cultural, political, governmental things that they have to be concerned about in order to make the transition as smooth as possible.
Correct.
A conference like yours, they can make those kind of connections?
Yes, that is what we help them with, because our business model is to take and do a complete market research and help them to take to the next level. And we do a business plan where we help them with all the licensing, with paperwork, if necessary. So we make it a smooth transition.
Now, it's really kind of interesting because here in the United States, a lot of people, maybe people watching the program right now, saying, yeah, well, I've been accustomed to working with people in India. When I call my bank for customer service and I get a customer outreach program in India, there's a lot of that going on where companies in India are basically outsourcing or being outsourced for that kind of thing, for customer service, correct?
Yes, India is one of the countries where outsourcing is on a big way. But again, it used to be there about 3 or 4 years back. It has dropped tremendously because they are more educated and they don't like doing that kind of a job. Okay. Just because their educations, if you see at how Indians are, they're educated, well educated, they go up to PhD level at times. So that's a give and take, a little bit catch.
Well, it's really amazing because India is really a very high-tech country. And a lot of jobs that are outsourced to India are really very high-tech oriented jobs.
It is, and if you look at the pay scale today between India and US, that's not much of a difference.
Right.
At one time, at 25%, you could get a very good engineer. But now, if you're looking at a pay scale between the US and the India, it's almost the same.
Now, what's the date of your conference?
Our conference is going to be on 4th October 2013 at the Radisson Hotel downtown, right outside the USC Marshall School of business.
Okay, you can get more information about that conference and about 365 Consultant at their website, 365consultant.com. Himanshu, always a pleasure having you in the program. Fascinating. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure. Likewise.